back, guys, for another yin class. Today we're going to be revisiting hips and shoulders. Now these two parts of our body, I'm sure you've heard me say before, hold a lot of tension for a lot of people because we have so many nerves, so much information going from our brains to our arms and legs, all moving through our shoulders and hips. It's really common that people hold a lot of tension there. They hold a lot of stiffness. These parts of our body can get quite stuck. And what that does is it stops the flow of information and energy moving throughout our body. So what we're going to do today with this yin class is just really gently open up these parts of the body. Now, if something comes up for you in this class, that is totally fine. It's totally normal. Everyone goes through something similar at some point. So just be with the sensation. Just bring yourself back to your breath and let whatever comes up, come up. So we'll start off just in a comfortable seat, eyes closed down. Slowly moving right ear towards your right shoulder. This may be enough for you, but if you want a little more, start to take the left fingertips away. Inviting this length. To the left side of the neck. Breath moving slowly at its own pace. No control, no force, just allowing all of the fascia to gently move. Bring your awareness to the left side of your neck and quiet down the thoughts enough you can feel it moving. Slowly back towards center. Allow the left ear to move to the left shoulder. Right fingertips can move away. Just watching the breath, bringing all of your awareness to that subtle sensation. Sensation's quiet. So your mind needs to be too. Towards center. Start to blink open your eyes. We're going to move to our first posture. Melting heart pose or puppy pose, Anahatasana, whatever you're familiar in calling it. Hips directly over knees. That's going to create a high point. Then your arms start to move out in front, reaching with the hands. Here, you want to be strong through the hands, stable through the hips, allowing the chest to move down towards the earth. Make sure that you're not just bending through the elbows, the arms are still straight and strong. This opening is coming through the underside of the shoulders, extension through the spine. Let go of any tension. Let go of any holding. Surrender towards the earth. Take 2 more breaths. Slowly releasing. And gently begin to move back up. Coming into deer pose. So bring your right shin parallel with one end of the mat. Your left shin perpendicular. So parallel with the side of the mat. And here you have 2 options. You can either choose to focus on the outer hip of the right leg or the inner hip of the left. If you want the inner hip of the left, all you're going to do is sit up straight. If you want to get more into the outer hip of the right, you can start to gently fold over that right leg. Now choose which one is best for you. Maybe you try out both for the first few breaths and then start to settle in to whichever one you think is going to serve you best. All of our bodies are different, so all of us are going to benefit from different things. Whichever variation, whatever option you've chosen, know that that's the right one for you. No matter where you are, maybe you close down your eyes, take away that visual distraction. All of your attention, all of your awareness is on the subtle sensation in your body. Slowly start to move to the other side. Just pivot on your mat so you're facing the other direction. Set up the left shin with the other end of your mat. Right shin is parallel with the side. Now here, I offer to all of you to take the same variation as the other side. Even if one leg calls for a different opening, we're going to choose to work the body the same way. Instead of making one side really open, we're going to try and open up both sides. So if you're with the inner right hip, just sit up straight. Try and get both sitting bones as close to the earth as they can without forcing, just let gravity do the work. And if you'd folded over the right leg on the other side, do the same thing here. But trust whichever variation you've taken. Trust that it's right, trust that it's going to serve you. The opening to come. Don't fight against your body. Know that heavy sensation in the hips is totally normal, even in a small movement. The hips carry a lot of tension. Before we move to our next posture, start to just lean back into the hands, feet out wide, a little wider than hip distance, then just windscreen wiper the knees side to side. Allow them to fall in towards the earth. Just rinsing through the hip joint. Start to lay down on your mat. Laying on your belly. Coming into an open chest stretch. So bring the left elbow in line with the left shoulder. You can have it in a cactus shape or out long. From there, start to use the right to open up through the chest. And here, if you've done this posture in our Yang practice, our Vinyasa practice, we make sure to be really active through that right shoulder. Here we don't need to be as active, but just make sure you're not pushing yourself as far. You can have a pillow or a bolster, some kind of prop under your chest, and then just allow this opening to come. Take one more round of breath. Then gently, slowly, start to roll back towards center. Start to bring the left knee out in line with the left hip. And this may be enough for you. If you want a little more, start to draw the right hip point away into half frog. And here all you're doing is allowing the hips to melt down towards the earth. Give in to gravity. Allow the pelvis to be heavy. Gravity to do all of the work. Gently start to move back through center. Bend through the right arm, elbow or arm in line. The right shoulder, then start to roll to open up through the right side of the chest. The opening to just happen with no force. And pushing, no striving, just allowing it to be there. sensation to be there. Allow it to be subtle. In the end, we listen. To our breath, to our body. And patient. And trusting that our body knows where to go and what to do. Start to move back through center. Right knee out in line with the right hip. You can take the left hip away if you want a little more. Settle into half frog. Letting the hips sink down. Letting them be heavy. You can either stay laying on your belly, moving that right leg back to neutral, or you can roll over onto your spine. No matter where you are, land comfortably in Shavasana. A place where you can let go, a place where you can release any tension that you're still holding. But hopefully there isn't very much. Go of any control you had over the breath, over the body. Allow everything just to be. You're supported by the earth. Your body will keep breathing. Instead of doing all of these things, just watch them happen. Stay here as long as you need. When you're ready, start to move towards a comfortable seat. Keep your eyes closed. Move slowly. There's no rush. When you get there, bring your hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra. Be grateful for your body. Wherever it is, whatever it's capable of, be grateful. Take a gentle bow of your head. As always, I leave you with what Maharaji left Ram Dass. Love everybody, tell the truth. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, as always, for joining us. Please reach out if you have any feedback, any questions, any requests. We love hearing from you and how you're going with the practice. We'll see you soon.